Guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the look that I achieved with today's video. So if you want to see how I achieved it, just keep on watching, okay? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's get right into it. So first I'm starting off with some moisturizer, and then I go in with another moisturizer because I'm just super dry and I need it for my skin. That way I can achieve that flawless base without being super moisturized. My foundation just starts to crack and starts getting all patchy, and I really don't like that. After putting on my moisturizers, I go in with my lip scrub to make sure that I exfoliate my lips, because when I tell you that I always forget to exfoliate my lips, I always forget to exfoliate my lips. And then when I get to the end of my makeup, I literally have some crusty old lips. And who wants that? Nobody, not me. But I always forget, so this time I made sure not to. I want to make sure to wipe all that scrub off too, because it's like a sugary scrub, so it's gonna have all that sugar and you don't want it like on your lips. So I go ahead and just wipe that off immediately, and I apply a lip oil. Any lip oil works. I just grabbed the one that was closest to me. I think I got this one at Dollar Tree. Everyone knows that I love my COVERGIRL priming mist. I literally use it all the time. I have to grab another one. Alright guys, now we're gonna go in with foundation, and I just got this Juvias Place foundation in the shade Cebu. I think I said that correctly. And it's actually the first time me trying it out. I'm super excited. I've heard such good things about this foundation. It's full coverage, it's matte. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try it today. I actually mixed it with my e.l.f. Halo Glow filter a little bit, just because it is super matte. Well, I've heard it's super matte and I didn't want it to be too matte, so I just went ahead and just mixed it. I just applied that concoction straight into my face with my fingers, and after putting it on all the areas that I wanted to, I went ahead and I grabbed my brush and I just blended it out. So this is my Anisa Beauty Pinnacle foundation brush. I love this brush ever since I've purchased it. I mean, I bounce back between my sponge and my brush, but I mainly use this brush to blend out my foundation. I've noticed that it just gives me better coverage. Let me know, guys, do you prefer a sponge or a brush? So I just make sure to blend, and even when I think that everything is blended, I just go ahead and I blend again, just because, I don't know, I've always heard that blending excessively makes your base look really flawless. Guys, I'm so excited for this. I'm unboxing my first MAC makeup product. I've never had MAC before. It's just not something that I've ever bought myself. It just didn't feel necessary to buy MAC products when there's so many affordable products out there that work just as good. But I finally went ahead and bought myself my first makeup products, which was this pressed powder, and I got myself the Pro Longwear concealer. But anyways, any MAC products that I used to use before, I literally would take them from my mom's makeup. She always had MAC on her, and when I grab MAC, I literally think of my mom. There I go again with that CoverGirl priming mist. When I tell you that I use this all the time, I really do use this all the time. I just feel like it refreshes my face after every step. So I like to use it here and there while I'm applying my makeup. And now for my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. Yes! Are you ready, guys? Let's go right ahead and apply this on my under eyes and all the areas that I want highlighted. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and blend that concealer with the Anisa angled concealer brush. I use this all the time too. I purchased the Pinnacle foundation brush and the angled concealer brush at the same time, and just ever since I first used it, that's what I use now to blend my concealer and my foundation, those Anisa beauty brushes. And if I don't use those Anisa beauty brushes, I only use a beauty blender. That's it. Either those brushes or a beauty blender. Now I'm going in with the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer to give some definition to my face, bring some warmth back into my face. Now I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose with that same e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. And when I'm contouring my nose, I like to bring that up into my eyelids, like right there, right under my eyebrows, just because I feel like it looks more natural that way. Alright guys, just trust the process, guys. Trust the process. I like to apply my CoverGirl priming mist almost after every step, just because it keeps my face hydrated. And for someone with dry skin like me, while I'm doing my makeup, you can immediately see the patchiness if any part of your face starts to get dry. So to avoid that dryness, I just like to apply that priming mist to keep everything hydrated. And also when I apply that priming mist, I just feel like it helps me blend my products easier. So I like to use any excess concealer that I have on my brush to just put at the top of my eyelids to just even out the color of my eyelids, because they are a little like on the pinkish red side. I have no idea why. I just have a little bit of discoloration on my eyelids. So I just like to use the leftover on there. Now I'm going in with the Ilia Setting spray, and I just do this to help my makeup stick, and I like to press it into the skin. Now I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Dominique Cosmetics Translucent Setting Powder. Before I even took this out, I made sure to go under my under eyes and then go over them again with the beauty blender to make sure that all the creases were blended out, because once you set those creases, that's it. Those creases are going to be there. So I like to just pat as much as I can in, blend in that concealer, make sure there are no creases. Then I grab my setting powder, I put the excess on the back of my hand, and then I go in and I apply my setting powder. I start with under my eyes because since I went ahead and I buffed out those creases, I want to make sure to set that right away, because if we give it any time to move, that's it. Creases will be right back like that. So here I'm just setting the sides of my nose, and I'm also going to go in and set the smile lines because I like to smile a lot, laugh, all that good stuff. So I get a lot of creasing there. And for my nose, my nose is very oily, so I tend to get a lot of separation in the creases of my nose as well, and that's why I like to set that. So as you can tell, I avoided my contour area when I was doing my loose, when I was setting with my loose powder. I like to define my nose contour, and that's why I am putting a little bit of the loose powder on the bridge of my nose and at the tip. The reason I like to avoid my contour with the loose powder is because since I'm already going to go in with my MAC pressed powder, I grab my powder brush, I go ahead and dip into my MAC, and that I do apply all over the face. And I also dust off that little loose powder that I left on my nose. The reason I did avoid it with the loose powder is because since the rest of my face is dry, I don't want to look too patchy. Now that our complexion is all set after going in with that translucent powder in the MAC, we're gonna get to the fun stuff. So I pulled out my brand new Juvias Place bronzed palette. I can't wait to try this out. I love it. I love it. It's so chic. The palette, the mirror is just amazing. And I went ahead and I just used my palette to help me contour. I like to start at the top of my ear and bring that contour down to like the apples of my cheek, but no further than that. This is just the way that I like to do my contour. Everyone does their contour differently depending on the shape that they're trying to achieve. So to each his own. However you like to do your contour, or if you want to try doing a different technique, then you pick and choose whatever you would like out of this video. Alright guys, I am super happy. This makeup look is just coming together. Let's just take a moment to just dance it out, guys. Let's dance it out. Come and dance with me. Alright guys, here comes the blush. This is the Essence blush. It's so amazing. I love it. The pigment is incredible. You're gonna see right now. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Make sure to just tap off a little bit of the excess. That way you don't go too crazy with it because it's so easy to overdo it. I apply the blush right above my contour, like on but above my contour. That's just the perfect placement for me. I also like to apply a bit on my forehead, like basically where I would put my contour on the perimeters of my face, except for my jaw area. Alright guys, time to highlight. So I like to put this in the inner corners of my eyes, the arches of my eyebrows, and the tip and bridge of my nose, just to make my nose contour pop. I forgot my eyebrows. Alright, gonna go in with my handy dandy, my holy grail, professional micro brow pencil by NYX. Alright guys, so here I'm basically just outlining my eyebrows. I don't really need to do much to them because I did get them microbladed a few years back. Oh my gosh, microbladed. Sorry about that. And it was the best decision ever, honestly. Like if you're thinking of doing it, do it because you won't regret it. Alright guys, I just like to grab a spoolie and brush them out. My hairs are kind of long, so I kind of just need to shape them with the spoolie. And this is just me trying to get my perfect shape. I also when I tell you I need to go in with my e.l.f. Wow Brow tinted brow gel. Oh my gosh, if you don't have a tinted brow gel, you need one. Well, maybe you don't need one, but if you would like to try one, I recommend it. Alright, guys, don't make fun of me. This is just shameful. This is just shameful. This is my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop pressed powder. I freaking love this thing. That's why it's literally gone. So with this, I just like to apply it to all the areas where I put my concealer. So now I'm just picking up the highlighter again and going into the arches of my eyebrows. And I use my finger just to be able to soften it up a bit because sometimes I do go a little ham with the highlighter and I don't like it to be like too bright, but just enough. I'm missing something. What am I missing? I know what I'm missing. Eyeshadow. And I got a brand new eyeshadow palette from Morphe. Yes. Guys, you're not gonna believe what I found. This picture of me from like 4 years ago. Look at this makeup. I swear I thought I looked so good. Oh no. This goes to show, guys, that you just have to be consistent. um Watch plenty of videos, watch different videos. I used to watch everyone, like every single person. I just used to grab bits and pieces of what I felt like would work for me, and with trial and error, this is where I am today. And I'm not perfect. I can still learn more, and I will, with you guys with me. Alright, guys, now I'm going to dip into that shimmer. And when I tell you that your fingers are your best tool, they really are, especially for shimmers. They're going to pick it up and apply it so amazing on your eyelids. So I suggest, if you're not going to use a brush and wet it with like some sort of setting spray, just use your finger. So here I'm just making a little wing eyeliner look, but with my shadow. I'm not really that great at doing winged eyeliner. It's probably why I never apply it, but I've been practicing lately how to do it with my shadow. And I actually like how it came out in this look today. Now I'm just gonna apply some of that shadow that I used as my base for under my eyes, and I feel like this just looks super nice, and it helps if you have under eye creasing as well, to not emphasize those lines. Like, you won't see it as much if you have eyeshadow there. So here I'm just blending so I have no harsh lines at all. So now I'm just wiping off whatever foundation I had or whatever products I had on my lips. Alright guys, just adding up the finishing touches. This is the final look. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!